How a Shinski heiress became K-pop's most watched rookie. Seoul. When All Day Project debuted in June, they immediately captured the attention of K-pop fans not only because they were the first co-ed group introduced in 9 years, but also because of the distinct and unconventional profiles of their 5 members. One who especially drew attention was rapper Annie, whose transition from chaebol heiress to rookie idol quickly became one of the most discussed narratives in 2025's K-pop rookie scene. Born into the Shinski family, which controls one of South Korea's largest retail empires, Annie is the granddaughter of Shinski Group chair Lee Myung-hee and the eldest daughter of company president Chung Yu-kyung. Ms. Lee, the youngest daughter of the late Samsung founder Lee Byung-chul, is also the aunt of current Samsung chair Lee Jae-young. Annie, the first known chaebol heiress to enter the K-pop industry, drew widespread attention long before her official debut. News that she was training under South Korean record label The Black Label went viral in February 2024, putting her in the public eye months ahead of schedule. The 23-year-old has been active as a performer for a little over a year and appears to have made a strong entry, particularly in South Korea, where chaebol families have long been viewed with skepticism over their wealth, influence, and tight control of corporate management. Annie has eased that scrutiny by presenting herself as a hardworking performer, a trait many ordinary South Koreans say they can relate to. Unlike most K-pop rookies, who begin training in their childhood or early teens, come from modest backgrounds, and spend years in rigorous training, Annie's upbringing was different. Like many chaebol children, she received an elite education, but her passion for K-pop was the same as ordinary would-be idols. Born and raised in Seoul, she later moved to Manhattan, New York, at the age of 8. She went on to attend the elite Chapin School before later enrolling at Columbia University as an art history and visual arts major. In All Day Project's short documentary Day One, released 3 days before her debut, Annie said singing was her childhood dream. "Ever since I saw the performance of Lollipop by K-pop groups, Big Bang and 2NE1, I've always wanted to become a singer," she said during the interview. "It was so shocking to me, like a whole new world had opened. I thought to myself at the time that I absolutely had to do what they were doing." However, as her family opposed the idea, she spent nearly 10 years trying to persuade them. "When I first said I wanted to be a singer, they didn't take me seriously," said Annie. Later, when I sat my parents down and seriously said that I wanted to be a singer, my mum said, "Absolutely not." I think that was the first ever heartbreak I experienced in my life. As she neared her final 2 years in high school, her mother offered her a deal that she would help Annie persuade other family members to support her dream of becoming a singer, only if she got into an Ivy League university. "I basically gave up sleeping and worked really hard to get admitted to a university, and eventually I was accepted," Annie said. The tough idol training regimen made no exception for the heiress. She passed an audition for the Black Label when she was 16 and spent 7 years as a trainee, 4 of which were done online, as she was attending school in the US. "I'd have to film myself singing and dancing and would send it back for feedback," said Annie. "When I came to South Korea on vacation, I'd go to the label to practice." Although Annie initially worried that debuting at age 23 would be viewed negatively, as most idols debut in their teens, she has continued to receive strong support from fans for her genuine personality and approachable charm. In her live broadcasts, Annie often shares with fans her favorite makeup products, many of them from affordable, budget-friendly brands. On the South Korean TV entertainment program Omniscient Interfering View, Annie was also spotted using makeup brushes and a glasses case from the discount chain Daiso. Annie debuted with All Day Project on June 23rd, with the main tracks Famous and Wicked. Famous placed as high as number 43 on the Billboard Global 200 chart, in a first for a K-pop co-ed group. They will release their first self-titled EP, including the pre-release track One More Time, on December 8th. The Korea Herald/Asia News Network.